نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري.
So the ta is done in the following way. Is you start here, it's like that, and then down like this. So you curve, come down, and then the line. Once again. So in the beginning of a word, it's quite straightforward. You go around, come around, and then the ta. And this connects to the next word. With the medial form, it comes around. So what you do is, you come around, connect it up like this, and then do that. At the end of the word, so make sure that it comes out. You don't want to do that. Let's write the ta one after the other. So it's one ta, two ta, and a three ta. So three tas. So that's how three tas are joined together. Now with the dha, it's the same thing, except for the dot. So the dot is put there. That's incorrect anyway, so we'll just cross that out. And dot, dot, dot. Next we have the ain. So the ain is written as follows. You have the top part written on top of the line, and then the second part written below the line. So it's done in this way. Once again. That should be a bit further down. And once again. So in the beginning, it'd be as follows. And then waiting for the next letter to connect. In the intermediate form, it's a bit tricky, and it's different to the actual isolated form. It goes, first of all, so we have the previous letter. We go a bit further, then we go up, across, and then down. So it's like an upside down triangle. And then that connects to the next letter. Now in the final form, it's similar to this. What we do is, so we have the previous letter, and then to finish it off, we go up, across, and then it's going to be similar to the last part. So it's going to be down like this. So let's draw the three ains one after the other. So next letter is the ghain. It's exactly the same as the ain, except for the dot. So once again, we'll dot them all. And that's the ghain. Next we have the fa. You start just above the line, and you do a small circle, and then come down and go across, and then up like this. So let's do this again. Now in the beginning of a word, it's as follows, and it connects to what comes next. In the medial form, you go across, that's the previous letter, and then do a loop, and then come down. And that connects to the next letter as well, and then you put the dot. You do the dot at the end when you complete the word. Finally, at the end of the word. So it's exactly the same. Goes across, and then you loop, and then bring this up. So similar to the isolated form. Now three fas, so you have the fa, and then loop, and then loop, and then bring it up. Dot, dot, dot. Next letter is the qaf. The qaf is a bit different to the tha, in that it starts off the same, but it goes down, and it goes like that. It's more rounded. And then you put the 2 dots. So once again, I'll do it. It's probably not, it should go further down. Once again, I'll do it. Front of a word, it's similar to the tha. It goes like this, and then it connects on to the previous word. So it doesn't go down like the isolated form. And that's similar to the medial form. So the previous letter, and what you do is you just loop. And then connects to the next letter. Once you finish writing all the letters, then you dot, and you put the 2 dots, or for example, we can put a line to represent 2 dots. And finally, the end form. So previous letter, loop, but when you loop it, you go down and up like this, and then put the 2 dots. So writing 3 of these letters together is as follows. And then we'll just do the shorthand form. That's how you do it. So that's the 2 dots. Next letter, okay, the kaf. The kaf is as follows. So all you do is just go down and then come across. You could give it a bit of a, like that. You can make it rise a bit. And there's a S there. So once again, so you can do it without this coming up a bit. That's fine. And once again. Now this letter is a bit tricky because only the end form is similar to its isolated form. So in the beginning of a word is as follows. You start from top here, you go down, and then come across like this, and then go like this. And that's the kaf. So you can think of it similar to this part here, but it's just being made bigger. Now, the medial form is as follows. Come across, previous letter, then come here, curved line that goes across to the next letter, finish the word, and then join up like this. Now with the end, it's similar to the isolated form. So there's a previous letter, and then what you do is you just come up and then come across and give it there. So writing these letters together is as follows. Go down and then, okay. Then you'd come across like that, and then come there and go like this, and then come back and put that in. So that's how it's done. Next letter is the lam. Now that with the lam, it's similar to the kaf, and there's no S, as you can see, the small S, but it's a bit different. The way it's done is, you start from about here, you come down, and then you come down past the line, and then it goes back up. So it's like that. And you can curve it slightly, so it's curve it in slightly. That should be curved in slightly. In the initial form, actually, is as follows. It's like the kaf. And then you're waiting for the next letter to join. And this letter joins on to the next letter. So lambs actually join on. Next we have the medial form. So that's the previous letter. Then up and across. and then the next letter joins to that. Now the final form is a bit different. It's similar to the isolated form. So you have previous letter, come up, it goes further down, and then goes like that. So the three letters being written together is as follows. So this is the first lam, that's the second lam, and that's the third one. It's a bit tricky there, but inshallah, it'll take practice.